you're not getting clickbaited by this title. I almost went to the ER.
What?
So for every Father's Day, me and my family go camping. Bit by, so this was something that was completely different, and oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me.
Sorry.
So every Father's Day, me and my family go camping, and like most families or most people who go camping, you usually do a fire at night, and my grandpa used to always bring like wood that we would fire instead of buying from the marina that we go at. So about 3 or 4 years ago, we started not bringing our own wood, and we were buying from the campsite that we stay at. So we stay at Lake Comanche. You guys have seen those videos before. By the time this is going up, probably the second or third day of my trip recently will be up, so I'll have everything linked in the top right hand corner. So we'll go back to 3 years ago. Ironically, this whole trip, me and my mom were an absolute mess. My mom ended up with a migraine, and the Saturday, so we go Saturday, we get there Saturday, we leave Wednesday. So our family friends had come up, and I ended up with like a migraine or a headache. So I was already a mess the first day, and we were sitting around the campfire, whatever. I went to bed, and the next morning I woke up and I had bites everywhere. 2 bites that were super swollen on my feet. So like they were like swollen probably like that big. And I had 6 or 7 on each of my legs. So it's not like I had 6 or 7 total. I had 6 or 7 on both of my legs and then 2 on my feet. So I probably had a total of 10 to 12 bites, which obviously isn't a good thing. They weren't really itchy, but we were kind of like, what the fuck happened? So we didn't really know what was going on, because at first they weren't that swollen, and then eventually they were like all of them were probably almost $1 swollen. So if you guys know how much $1 is, like imagine that like in a circle, and that's how swollen they were. And my mom wasn't really like telling me what she was thinking, but in my mind I didn't think anything was wrong. I felt completely fine. I was putting ice on them, so it wasn't like I felt like I was like sick or anything like what you normally, like sometimes you get like, I don't know what you get with a bite, but I felt fine. Like I said before, I usually put ice on them, but we didn't have any like Benadryl or Cortisone 10, because usually when I get bit, they're by like the bugs that we always get bit by, and they're just itchy and they go away within a couple of days. So we really didn't have anything for whatever the fuck was biting me. And my mom started to slowly panic, because you know, as a mom you usually start freaking out, and they weren't getting any bigger, but they weren't like, obviously my bites were really red and swollen, and usually when a bug bite is considered infected is when it's warm. So obviously my bug bites were warm, because whatever bit me, I was allergic to whatever, whether it was like a spider that had venom. We weren't 100% sure, but my mom started to freak out. So she was talking to my dad, because obviously, like I said, I was fine. I didn't feel sick. I kind of just like, I was eating, I went on, I didn't feel like nauseous. I literally just felt normal, but like, and every once in a while they would itch. And my mom, I guess she pulled my dad aside and was like, oh, I think, you know, we might have to take Megan to urgent care or the ER, because I don't want her going into anaphylactic shock. But in reality, if I would have gone into anaphylactic shock, I probably would have gone in it within the first like few hours of me having the bites, or when I woke up and I noticed them. So we kind of just went on the trip with icing them, and my mom was still like very on my ass about like, we need to clean them, like we need to keep watching them, and she kept asking me, are you okay? Do you feel okay? And of course, me being the person that I am and the teenager that I was, I get annoyed when my mom's asking me constantly if I'm okay. And I remember like snapping at her, being like, yeah, I'm fine, stop asking me. And just being like, I'm annoyed, like, yeah, they're bug bites, they're there, but what are we gonna do about it? We can't do anything about it. And she was like constantly kind of like thinking, oh, we might have to go to the ER. And I was like, okay, I didn't know that at the time. It's the end of the trip, and my bug bites are still, they're obviously still there, and they're not as bad as I've been icing them. And we were driving home, and obviously, I'm pretty sure my grandpa was concerned. My dad wasn't. My dad's one of those type of people who he's like, you know, she'll tell you if she's not feeling okay, and you could just like, you'll see if I'm not. And he wasn't as concerned about it, which obviously annoys my mom, because she wants him to be as concerned as she is, but obviously as a mom, you're more concerned. And we got home, and my mom immediately went to, I think she either went to Target or Walmart. I'm not 100%, or no, she went to CVS. I think she went to CVS, and I honestly don't know. I was just at home. I was just sitting on my, like, laying on my bed, and my mom's like, gave me cortisone 10, she gave me Benadryl, and literally was just shoving all this stuff. And eventually my bug bites went away within, like, 2 weeks. But before then, they bruised over. And it was like, my mom was just like, she was super paranoid and freaked out. And obviously, looking back on it, thinking about it, I probably could have gone into anaphylactic shock, but I never did. And it was just like something that I never had to deal with. I always got bit by these like tiny little black bugs that were there, but it wasn't anything like, oh my god, like we need to take her to the ER or whatever. Fast forward 3 years from now, and even today, we just got back. This is my second day back from being on the trip. Obviously, when you're seeing this, it'll probably be a couple weeks later. I have bug bites again. They're still swollen, so whatever is biting me just, I guess, likes my blood. I don't know. We kind of figured out, we don't think it's a spider. We think it's something that's around the campfire or whatever in the wood, or that's what I'm thinking because it never happened when we had the old wood. But yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment on future ideas, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can get notified whenever I upload. We are a part of these, you guys can be a part of my journey on the summer days, which is a little mini series that I'm doing for June, July, and 2 weeks of August before I go back to school. I'm posting every single day, so guys check out some of my other videos on this channel. I have a bunch of different travel vlogs and a couple other sit-down videos. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for my next video. Bye, guys. Of course, I didn't know. I don't know that.
Megan, what the fuck?
What?
The government's watching us.
What?
I just got an ad on Instagram for fucking, like, tents and camping shit. They're listening to us. Literally. I never get that type of shit, because I've never bought that type of shit, but...
Dick's Sporting Goods, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
Interesting.